Hey guys, welcome back to another fucking tier list. I can't get enough of these, man. I just like where my mind goes and placing these in a nostalgic and an unbiased unbiased perspective. But today we're doing the Mario games tier list, and I'm super excited about this because me as many children in my age. I mean, I was born in '89, so we anybody that was a gamer and played video games in my age group, Mario was a huge fucking deal. I mean, there's no beating around the bush in this sense. So let's just get right into it. Super Mario games tier list. Let's go. Okay. So the first one is Super Mario Maker, and I think that's just the original. The original one, like the first one, it was kind of a cut from a different cloth. It was its own thing, you know what I mean? But as it stands, I did not own a Wii U. I think the only time I ever got Mario Maker, the original, was when they re-released it for the 3DS. And did I have fun with it? Correct. That's correct. But was it my favorite? I don't know. And I don't even think Mario Maker 2 is on this list. So, with that being said, I will put Super Mario Maker on the B tier. I'm not seeing Super Mario Maker 2. No, I am not. And that would go into the A tier. It was just, you know, you play fan levels. Everything's cool. Everything's chill until you start getting pissed off and hating your life forever. All right, Mario and Luigi. It was okay. This was the one for the 3DS. I did not play all the way through it. I didn't have a desire to because it was kind of off-putting to me a little bit. And this is clearly my opinion. If you're going to fucking come at me, whatever. This is my list. This is my video. This is where I'm putting it. I'm putting it in the C, okay? It wasn't bad. Luigi Mansion for the 3DS, that's going to be a D for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all you Luigi fans out there. Okay, so this was the DS version. Honestly, it still sits there in the C for me. It's just, it wasn't a wow factor. It was definitely an interesting concept, but it wasn't like, holy shit, you know what I mean? All right, now that we decreased the volume on my microphone, Super Mario Brothers Wii U. I played some of it. It wasn't something I really fucking cared about. I'm gonna give that an E tier for sure. Super Mario's Brother Wii, on the other hand, I thought this was a great game. It was a over the top platform for me when it came to a Mario game when this technology came out. The only thing that was off-putting about it was tilting the Wii remote sideways in order to play this game. So I'm going to give that a solid B. I tell you what, if the controller was better, and I'm sure you can play this game with a different controller nowadays, but in my experience, if there was a easier way to play, I guess you could have played it with that Pro controller, right? I don't know. I never owned it. I never owned a Wii U. Or, I mean, a Wii Pro controller. Whatever. Okay. New Super Mario Brothers. That's going to be a D, man. Didn't wow me. There was no wow factor in there. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, holy shit, this is the most newest and most innovative fucking Mario game in the world. No. It was subpar at best. So, did I enjoy my time playing it? Sure. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. When I play a Mario game, if it's boring, like, I love Mario. You know what I mean? But if it's boring, I kind of go autopilot on these games a little bit. It's just like, yeah, let's, Get to the next destination. Let's collect these coins. Let's fucking get these stars. Let's get these whatever. You know what I mean? It was not impressive in any sense possible. Super Mario Brothers 2. Now, we all know the history behind Super Mario Brother 2. It was called Doki Doki Panic at first. It was reskinned, remade. Honestly, though, from what I've experienced and what I've read, it was claimed as an original Mario game. And I also can't lie to you guys. When I first played this game, it was, I had a Game Boy Advance and they re-released, it was like Mario Advanced or something like that. I didn't play it on NES. The only one I played on NES was the original. So my experience was handheld. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, but, it was fun. The music was great. The fact that you could play with 4 different characters was also amazing, you know. And that's when I found my love for playing like female characters, you know, Princess Peach. Hot take, I'm going to give it a C, man. It was right there in the middle. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It's right there in the middle. All right, going on to Mario Odyssey. Dude, that's S tier all the way. That's fucking S tier all the way. The game was flawless. It seemed simplistic in gameplay like perspective, but there was so much to do and it overwhelmed me, and sometimes I like being overwhelmed in games, you know what I mean? It was an overwhelming Mario game that it kind of reminded me of the like the Mario Sunshine era. It was really cool. It was you can purchase different like skins for Mario that's not even heard of until this game came out. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Every second I played that game, I was captivated in a sense, you know what I mean? Super Mario Odyssey. Boom. I feel like I look like I feel like I look like when Michael Scott figured out he was on a date in The Office. Like when he's like, "I'm cool, Mike. I'm on the date."
That, my friend, changes everything.
Anyways, let's get on with it. Okay, Super Mario RPG. You know, this was an off-putting game to me for a long time. I don't know why. It was just different, and I really didn't get to experience this until, honestly, I played this game a year ago. Was it a good game? Yeah. But I guess I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to put it. I'll put it in a solid B. It wasn't bad. It was very innovative, and it was a different idea. And honestly, I read rumors that something like this is gonna come to surface again. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see. Moving on, Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, dude. I'm sorry. I hated that game. It was so clunky and terrible. I didn't care for it at all. The premise behind it was good. The thought behind it was good, but I didn't care for it. Okay, so moving on to Paper Mario. I did not play this game, so I am not going to judge it. I'm not going to judge it. I did not play that game. Game Boy Advanced Mario and Luigi. Dude, this is B tier solidly. I remember going to the Walmart and they had those kiosks where you can sample games, and they had Metroid Zero Mission, and they had this game at the local Walmart. And I favored this game a lot. I actually had a lot of fun. You know, I didn't get to play the whole thing, but then I emulated it later, and I had a decent amount of fun. It wasn't wow factor, but it definitely was fun. It was definitely fun. Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year-Old Door. That's S tier. Come on. Come on. Are you guys going to lie to me and not tell me that's one of the best Mario games ever? Come on. All right, Super Mario 3D World. Okay, so I played the re-release for the Switch where they incorporated Bowser's Fury. With that being said, that's gonna go A tier for me because not only did you get to experience a great game that you can play with your friends, you know, I played it with my daughter and my son. We had a good time, but at the end, you got to experience the new Mario concept, you know what I mean? Where it's seamless. Like when the first one came out, you had to go back and retry everything. Going from that to what Bowser's Fury is seamless. There's no cutscenes. It's seamless. It's amazing. So I'm going to give it A tier just because I'm going to judge it as such. You know what I mean? So, Super Mario Brothers 2, it was whatever. Okay, I didn't play this one, so I'm not going to judge it. Super Mario Galaxy 2, S tier. Come on. It was more of a and I shouldn't be judging this before Super Mario Galaxy 1, but it was a more refined version of that, and it was way more polished out than the first game, you know what I mean? I believe this was Super Mario Galaxy in itself was like the first overly 3D version since Mario 64. And I'm talking about a production insight, you know what I mean? It's that much better. Yoshi's Island something 3DS, I didn't play that. I'm not judging that. I'm so tired of doing this. Color Splash. Color Splash was mediocre at best. There was nothing that really made me drive to play this game too much. So I'm honestly going to give it a solid D. Okay, so moving on to Game Boy games. Super Mario Land 1. I did care about this game only because I had an NES and I played the original Super Mario Brothers and I broke it. I rage quitted and broke the fucking console. And my parents were like, I'm not buying you another NES. What they decided to do was get me the big fucking brick Game Boy. You know what I mean? And this is the game they gifted me with it. I remember going on field trips at school and taking road trips with my parents, and I liked it. But at the same time, this game didn't age quite well. I've played it recently. I've got a modded Game Boy Color where I can play this. And I played through it. And not only was it non-challenging, it did not meet the timeline that the original Super Mario Brothers had. You know, it was just... quite frankly, I found it racist at times. There was like a Chinese town with a Chinese, whatever, you know what I mean? And they had like a Egyptian theme to it, and that was a little offensive. But gameplay wise, I will put it at a solid C. I'm only speaking on nostalgia, and I'm being biased. It wasn't terrible. The reactions were good, and like jumping and moving around wasn't bad, and I did like the concept, but it just didn't stand the test of time. So, moving on. I don't know why this is in this list at all. This is Luigi's Mansion, GameCube. A tier. If we're going to put that in this genre. The thing I liked about Luigi's Mansion was... it was on par with Mario Sunshine. You had Mario. He had a new device that he can, utilize and go through the game. So they gave Luigi his own gadget. You know what I mean? Made by the same guy, Professor E. Gadd, gave him all this shit. So for some reason in the GameCube era, they decided to gadget things a little bit for gameplay. I thought that it's like, okay, let me compare it to you this way. You had Ocarina of Time, you had a Majora's Mask. So I thought that I thought that I thought Mario Sunshine was like Ocarina of Time, and I thought Luigi's Mansion was like the Majora's Mask. So they kind of replicated what Legend of Zelda has done years prior, but it kind of, that's my perception, you know what I mean? I thought it was cool. You had your light, colorful game, like Ocarina of Time, and then you had your dark and dismal game like Luigi's Mansion. So the reason why I'm giving this such a high rating is because that reaction I had, that's where my brain went. Anyways, moving on. Okay, we got another. I did not play this one, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't a fan of the Mario and Luigi. Like, they were good concepts, but they were poorly done, in my opinion. Okay, moving on. Paper Mario, the original, dude. That's A tier. It defined the 1,000-year-old door. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for original Paper Mario, I don't know if it was successful or not. I haven't done much research. I don't know if it was successful in Japan or if it was more successful in America, but it defined the Paper Mario franchise. You know what I mean? Like, well, not franchise, but like series. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed it. I remember I got a Nintendo Power magazine. And it had a little cutout of Paper Mario on a piece of paper, and I think I played with it like crazy. I act like it was a toy, you know what I mean? All right. I don't know what this one is. Is this another Paper Mario? Is this Sticker Star? If this is Sticker Star, I'm pretty familiar with it. I can't quite. Yeah, it is Sticker Star. Okay, so I actually enjoyed Sticker Star. I actually thought it was decent. I'm gonna give it a B tier. One of the first games I bought on 3DS was the Ruby remake for Pokemon. I really didn't give a fuck about the 3DS, but then I ended up buying Sticker Star, and I thought it was pretty good. In the standard of Paper Mario games, I thought it was pretty good. Okay, moving on to Mario 64. I don't know how to explain this, man. I didn't play this game as a kid. I was aware of it. I knew it existed. I'd go over to my friend's house and they would play this game. But I did not experience this game as a child. I experienced it as an adult. And I have to give an unbiased judgment on this because I'm not going to lie to you. All I know about this game currently is all the speed runs. All the speed runs. So I got to put that out of my mind and judge this on the fact that this is its own entity. It was the first of its kind. It was very nice. It was, I don't know, man. I didn't get to have that. I don't have a nostalgic connection with this. I have a adult connection with this. And I'm probably going to get a hot take for this. But, dude, it's an A tier. It's an A tier. A lot of people would put it S tier. I'm putting it A tier. Okay. Moving on. Super Mario Brothers 3. Man, what a revolutionary game that came out for the NES. Um this was another one of those games I played when it re-released for Game Boy Advance. That was my first experience. So, with that being said, this is another handheld experience. Um but I have played emulators, and the with the Switch online service, you get to replay these games, and I've beaten through all the games that are provided on the Nintendo service. But it's just like I said, I go autopilot. So this game kind of led the way to Super Mario World. If it wasn't for this game, I don't think we'd have Super Mario World. And we haven't even got to Super Mario World yet, but I gotta tell you my love for that. So I'm gonna give it a solid A. It's up there. It was revolutionary. It was groundbreaking. It was there. You know what I mean? We're going into Super Mario All Stars. That's just a re-release of all the games prior. Not impressed. E. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. All right, here we go. Super Mario Brothers Original. Now, I gotta warn you guys, this is not the original Super Mario Brothers. The original Super Mario Brothers game was on like an arcade system, you know what I mean? But this was the first one that came out on console. I got this as a kid. My dad gifted me an NES and a Super Mario. This was the first game I got. I got Contra also. You can imagine I gave up on Contra immediately. But this game, no. And I actually speedrun this game. And I'm not going to lie to you. And I'll even make a video about it if you guys want to test me. I can speedrun this game. My current run is 8 minutes and 13 seconds. That's how fast I can beat this game. This was the first game I played as a kid, and I still play it every day, and I try to speedrun it. I'm trying to get the world record. So in my eyes, that's an S tier. I don't care what you guys say. Yeah, it's whatever. Super Mario Galaxy 1. It's hard to tell because it was the first of its kind. It was more polished than Sunshine. It was definitely more brightly colored and whatever in between, but I thought it was just an A. It definitely wowed me. I'm like, whoa, this is a different concept. But I did not like the controls. I don't like the controls. I hated Wii controls. I hate the Wii. I fucking hate the Wii. But for some reason, the Wii came out with great games. You know what I mean? All right. We're crossing into some other territory here. But this game, I'll tell you something about this game. It's the first time you meet Wario. It's a good game. I thought this game was like the Super Mario World version of, Game Boy games. You know what I mean? I thought it was excellent. You know what? I'm going to give that a hot... You know what? That's going to be my first. I'm not going to lie to you. Sorry to say to all you Mario connoisseurs out there, but this game, not only do I have a nostalgic feeling about it, and I'm trying to be unbiased and put that aside, but it was very replayable. You can go on the bus at school and replay this game as much as you want. The level design was really cool. There was like these space levels where you had to hold A and like float. I thought that was cool. And I thought that kind of led into like Mario Galaxy. If it wasn't for this game, I don't think Mario Galaxy would exist. Because I'm not going to lie. What do you do when you make a video game? You kind of recycle things and bend it and twist it and revamp it into your own thing, which makes it its own thing. So I don't think if we didn't have Super Mario Brother World 2, we wouldn't have had Galaxy. That's stone cold truth right there. Okay. Mario Sunshine. Boom. I'll tell you something about this game. When my family first got the GameCube, we had Smash Brothers Melee, and we had this game, and then we had shortly after we had Sonic Adventure 2. This game trumped both of those games in a sense for me. As much as I have respect for Melee, this game trumped them all. It's so colorful, so happy, so nice. And you didn't have Bowser as your main enemy. You had Bowser Jr., of course, but this game just captivated me from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. I don't know how else to explain this. I guess I'm a sucker for like ocean and like water based stuff. You know, water is beautiful to me. And so the fact that Mario got flood and you can cross over ocean like territory and explore different shit, like, dude, beaches, water. I mean, it just makes you happy. I don't know how to explain this game, but and also when you collected the shines, they were like a level up from Super Mario 64, where you just got stars. They were called shines, which is a more meaningful title, but it was also like the way they designed it was more intricate. You know what I mean? And yeah, maybe I grew up in that timeline, but unbiased judgment, it's S tier, right behind Mario Odyssey, straight up and down. Okay, so now we're moving on to Super Mario World, S tier. I mean, come on, it was a revolutionary game. Introduced Yoshi. It was a nice platformer that challenged you. The dungeons were satisfying when you beat them. You know what I mean? It was just a better version of Super Mario Brothers 3. And I didn't get to play this as a kid. I went over to my friend's house and played it, and I played a few levels before he deleted my file, but then I went back and played it. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I played it probably 6 months ago on Nintendo's online service, and I'm still more giddy about it than it was when it first came out. You know what I mean? It's just it aged well, and it's a classic. Okay, Yoshi's Island. You know, I thought it was fun. The mechanics in it weren't something to brag about to me, but the colors and the storyline and the I don't know, just natural flow of it, they try to replicate Super Mario World. Honestly, and why not? If you have a first successful game, why not get a second successful game? Whatever. But for me, it was just mediocre. Okay, so here we are at the end. I'm not going to judge these last 4 games because I haven't played them. I'm not going to give a lie rating on these because I didn't play them. I haven't played them, so I'm not going to lie to you guys. So that's where they stand. And I recognize these 4 titles, but I can't give you the full truth if I haven't played them and beat them. Everything that's in the tier list right now, I have completely beaten all these games. May have started the ones on the bottom, but I have not completed them. And I'll tell you something, completing a Mario game slaps different than saying like, oh, I played the first few levels. I know what you're talking about. No. No, you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. A Mario game needs to be read like a book. You got to read it from the beginning to the end, and then you get the full premise of it. You know what I mean? So, thanks for joining me in this video, guys. I appreciate it. I know I do too many tier lists, but here we are. The next one I'm going to do is Zelda. I'm not going to lie to you. And that's more near and dear to my heart than Mario will ever be, but we'll save that for another time. But expect Elden Ring and Genshin Impact videos. I'm recording them here pretty soon, even as we speak probably. So we'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for tuning in.